Welcome back, guys, to our playthrough of Pokémon Gold. In the last episode, we got very lucky, and we encountered Raikou, the first of the 3 legendary beasts, very quickly. I seem to recall that in the past, I feel like I went through Newbark to get the others, but let's just find out. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to pan out, but we'll see how it goes. I'm looking for a Suicune and Entei now, and I don't really know exactly how lucky we're going to be, but we're just going to keep running back and forth right here, and this is the best we're going to do. Now, in the last episode, we got Raikou, like, immediately. Somehow that was crazy. I did not expect that at all, but it happened. And we kind of filled the rest of the video with just random commentary, mainly because the goal was to catch all 3 at first, and then I was like, okay, that's going to take longer than I expected. For whatever reason, we got lucky with Raikou, but the others just didn't want to show up. And after 20 minutes, I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to deal with that anymore, and it's just, you know, that's the crux of doing YouTube, I guess, is just trying to figure out what works best, you know? And I didn't want to ramble on for too much longer. I think I can handle rambling a long time, but I didn't want you guys to suffer through me talking more than 20 minutes. I was like, maybe that's just not, it's not going to work. Now, the one thing that I don't know about this that I really want to know is how many steps in the grass is necessary to find a legendary beast. So, like, if I'm in the grass and I'm like, okay, I don't find it after this many steps, is it possible that it's just waiting for me to, like, take more steps in the grass and then maybe it'll show up? Or is it something else? Is it like, nope, it's just not in this grass, you know, like there's no way to tell. Or if there is, I never knew about it. But I feel like this was my most effective method catching the other Pokemon. Now the, I don't know, the dogs or the beasts or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I was trying to figure this out. I think on the schoolyard, we always called them the legendary dogs. I had heard more recently that someone called them the legendary cats, and I was like, that does not make any sense. But apparently, if you look close, like, Entei looks like he could be a cat, and even, like, Raikou sort of looks like he could be. I think the giveaway there is Suicune does not look cat-like. It's very clearly a dog or a fox or something, but it's whatever it is, it's not a cat. So that was like a big standout. But interestingly enough, I think the beasts are called beasts for a reason. Like, if you look at any official, like, media for Pokemon, they're not referred to anything other than legendary beasts, not dogs, not cats, not some other specific animal type. It's just beasts, and I think it's because there are 3 different beasts. I think Suicune is supposed to be, maybe it is either a fox or a dog, or maybe a wolf. I think a wolf might be more accurate. I think Suicune could be a wolf, Entei could be a cat, and Raikou could be a dog. I'm not sure, but they're definitely not the same species. Like, we know they're different species because they're not the same Pokemon types, you know, that's obvious. But I mean from the sense of, like, Pikachu, like, its Pokemon species is Pikachu, but it's a mouse. You know what I'm saying? And Meowth is most very obviously like a cat. And I think, I don't know. I think the beasts also have very different species types. And I don't know. I found that interesting. There's a conversation that can be had and a debate that still goes on. But I think in any official capacity, it's just beasts. I don't know if they've ever been worded as like cat, dog, wolf, whatever. I don't think it's ever really been explicitly stated, but I just found that to be interesting. I wonder how long this grind is going to go. If there are any, like, tips and tricks to finding Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, oh man, I don't know what they are. But I feel like I've found some good luck here. Like, in my youth, finding them in these patches of grass and whatnot. I mean, we're going to stay and do this until we can find at least one of them. But I don't think we're going to do both in the same video. So it's like, you actually will know which Pokemon we run into before, like, you even watch the video based off of the thumbnail and the title of the video. So, like, actually, like, in a certain way, you will know what Pokemon to run into before I do if you watch the video that way. Because right now, I don't know which one we're going to run into. Is it Raikou? Is it Entei? But the title of the video gives it away. So, like, yeah, I guess, like, I pre-recorded this, so yeah, I know which one it is. But, like, as far as the recording time goes, I don't know. But it's just, you know, perspective and such and all that. And we're gonna be, yeah, we're gonna be done with this game in just a few more videos. So someone else pointed something else out to me. So when we were in Kanto, I didn't go through Viridian Forest, and I didn't go through Mountain Moon, which are two areas that either you can go through or at least you can sort of visit. So I thought what we're gonna do is we're gonna do legendary beasts. So sorry, we captured Raikou first, rather. Suicune and Entei are the ones who are left. Sorry, I think I misspoke. I think I said it was Raikou and Entei, but we got Raikou. So Entei and Suicune are the last two. Then we have Lugia as our level 70 legendary that we're gonna get. And then after that, I thought we would go back to Kanto and sort of reflect on Gen 2 a little bit. Just walk around. I'm sure there's a trainer or two that are in the area that we could go and take a look at if we want to battle them. I know there's at least one scripted fight that we didn't engage in with our rival, Silver, the son of Giovanni. We didn't fight him outside of Mount Moon, which I'm pretty sure is the last official place that you can fight him. And I don't know if he's repeatable in any way, because he's not a champion. He's not in the Elite Four at the end waiting for you. Lance is the champion, so yeah, I think once you beat him there, like, it's over and done with. Like, Silver is just not in the game anymore. Red, I was surprised to read that Red is actually repeatable. And I was thinking, like, he stopped my team, but we actually beat him with, like, relative simplicity. I don't use the word relative ease there because it feels like Red had the upper hand and, like, really did some damage. His Snorlax was the thing I was afraid of the most, and for good reason. That thing worked me over. Nasty. Snorlax is a nasty Pokemon when trained up and used right. I actually considered putting Snorlax on the team, but you don't get it until late. And even then, I was like, I don't want to put too many Gen 1 Pokemon on the team, because that's just not how I want to play. I have the cleanse tag there, but I don't know how the cleanse tag works in relation or relative relation to the max repels. Man, these dogs or beasts gotta show up eventually, right? Jesus. My goodness. Just not having any luck. I have no idea how we pulled off running into Raikou so early. That was so weird. And like, I think we found him in like within the first 3 minutes. And then around minute 22, 23, we hadn't seen the other two. So I was like, all right, whatever, let's just wrap this up. I was also very tired. The thing is, what you don't understand is, like, I've said this so many times, but YouTube isn't exhausting. It's the rest of my life that's exhausting. And like other obligations that I have. And YouTube is something that I'm working on actively to hopefully become like a full-time thing someday. And while I post 2 videos at minimum a day, plus a short, plus a possible third video, you know, it's not my main source of income. It's not my main anything really. It's just a hobby with goals that I have attached to it. And then, you know, if it's possible to continue on and make this like a life-changing full-time thing, I would most definitely do it. It is super unfortunate though that it takes so long to grow an audience. Like, I get why, you know, like obviously there's a reason why it takes so long for YouTube's stuff to grow. Like, it's not just anyone can do it. And I've said before, like, I don't think I do anything that's particularly difficult. Although I would imagine that's sort of, like, I don't mean that to be an insensitive statement. Like, I don't think what I do is hard. That is how I feel. But I do understand that some people probably have a certain level of anxiety doing this sort of thing. Even if it's not even like live interaction. You know, like I'm talking to you now from the past as a recording. But it can sometimes feel a little difficult finding things to fit in the conversation. That's certainly one-sided. Like, I am talking to you based off of just some ideas and thoughts in my head, and I'm trying to address things that maybe you think of while you're watching me or whatever. And I can find that it's not difficult for me to maintain that level of one-sided conversation and fill the dead air if I need to, but I imagine it's probably difficult for others. Now, other games that I play, though, that require a little bit more focus, concentration, puzzle solving, and thinking, I don't necessarily talk as often as I do in Pokemon. Pokemon can be relatively brainless. As long as you're high enough level to beat the other guy, like, there's not really much you need to do, you know? So it's not something that that I think takes a lot of thought. But certain RPGs, you have to read documentation, you have to figure out like where, you know, the next mission is, or like the next objective in whatever mission. Like there are certain things that you just got to do that require some time to like, okay, we need to focus on this, clear our heads, and try to complete something, you know. Pokemon doesn't really do that. And we're aimlessly, well, maybe not entirely aimless, but like we're just like mindlessly going back and forth here to try and find the legendaries. I must admit though, I am finding this incredibly tedious, and even then, like the tediousness of this isn't even the problem. It's just that I feel like I'm not making any progress here. Because like it's so random where they pop in at, and I feel like there's more to it. I feel like I need to go to like some other city lines and then come back, and then maybe that'll force push the other two beasts somehow. But I do remember doing this as a kid. The last time that I played any Pokemon Gen 2 game, I was doing it this way. I went to New Bark and came here and did this. And I was trying to figure out whether or not there was a spot between any city or any sort of barriers where you could like go from one barrier to the next into the grass. And there's a couple spots, but the problem is I don't find that any of them are like the two patches of grass from like one route to another. I don't find them to be close enough to where I'm not wasting excessive amounts of steps taken away from my max repels. Like it'd be nice if I could like go through this patch of grass and then come through here, right there. Like this is the spot right here. You can see that little frame delay. And then like I come over here and then I can just like go into grass. Oh no, it didn't work. Okay, come over here and then jump in the grass. I haven't found a good spot for that, sadly. I wasn't actually planning on doing any edits, but I might have to go and buy more max repels soon. I don't remember where I can buy them at. But, well, whatever, we'll fly and we'll go deal with it. Man, oh man. Also, too, while we're doing this here, I wanted to like. Well, it's so funny. I've asked for some feedback from you guys for this in the past in previous videos, maybe in the Discord server or something like that. Like when I'm talking, when I'm doing like my outro, like because I do my typical intro. Hey guys, you know, welcome back to our blah 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 playthrough, right? Like whatever game we're playing. And then the outro is usually the same every time too. Okay, that's a wrap on this particular episode. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I find for me and for the audience, it feels good to say, okay, like, comment, and subscribe at the end of the video. In the beginning of the video, it seems really like it would be more effective with more results in that. But I don't like doing it. I don't like being, hey guys, welcome back to the video. If you were enjoying the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and whatever. Like, it just seems a little bit too forced, but I feel like there might be some more effective results in that. Because I was talking to someone about this earlier this week, and I was like, hey, like, you know, what's the deal with liking and subscribing and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, honestly, like, I totally forget to subscribe to videos, and, you know, and that's just how it is. And I get that. There was, the general feedback was for liking videos was like, I forget to do it. I'm not logged into my account, or I just don't want to add that to like my liked playlist and have it all convoluted with a bunch of videos. Like, because I can imagine like, okay, you've got a bunch of useful like how-to instructions there, like, I don't know, how to, you know, fix a hole in your jeans, how to, you know, paint a portrait, or, you know, I don't know, whatever, just like a whole bunch of interesting, useful things perhaps. But I would imagine liking videos, like each and every single one in a playthrough of like any one game that has 60 episodes in it or something like that, it's got to be like, oh god, you know, that'd be a pain. So I get that. That makes sense to me. But I don't know, I was just trying to think of like a new approach to how I could sort of like increase engagement, not only with the videos, but also like, you know, hey, come over to the Discord, like be a part of that sort of thing. But I also don't want to seem too needy. So I don't bring it up. I don't think I bring it up too often. I don't think I bring it up to a point where it's like, oh my god, Marcanine, shut the F up. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think I've ever gotten that bad. But you got to remember, like, I'm trying to build something here. Like, I'm trying to do something, like build the community, build engagement, and the only way to do that is for people to interact with the videos. Like, YouTube's algorithm and design, like, I can't claim to fully understand it because, you know, I'm not an engineer and all that, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense to try to pretend like I know how YouTube thinks. But the one consistent thing that YouTube in general and any other like person who knows YouTube or is successful on YouTube has ever said is that the only way for your channel to grow and be something is to get engagement. Views certainly help, obviously, like of course they would, but even more effective is hitting the like button. Even more effective is comments. People leaving comments on videos is like a surefire way to get that video boosted and get picked up by the algorithm and pushed through the various communities and sub-communities across YouTube that your video is like relates to. So I've been pushing really hard for people who watch the videos to like comment, speak up, engage, and all that stuff. And again, it's one of those things where like if you can't like because you aren't like logged in, you probably can't like comment as well. But I imagine if you're seeing the notifications or if you're seeing my videos, chances are you're probably subscribed to me. So like I don't push like subscribing really hard because I feel like if you know me, if you're watching the video, you're probably subscribed. I would imagine there's probably a decent bet that you're subscribed to it, unless you're here for one specific video and that's it. There's a lot of people I think they're here for the full playthrough experience. I think they're playing alongside me or they want to give me advice or whatever. But with the amount of views that each single video gets compared to the amount of comments, it's like there's a lot of lurkers that just don't participate in the comments, which I understand why. Oh God, is this going to be like, damn it, I just lost it and I'm going to run into like Rattata or crap, Hoot or some trash. But recently I was actually taken aback by someone who came out and was like, hey, like I'm, you know, one of those silent viewers and all that stuff. I just wanted to, you know, say such and such, you know, positive feedback and everything. And it really made my day, honestly. Really made my day. I felt so good. It was a highlight of my day. And I was like, wow, someone actually stepped out of their presumed comfort zone and left me some positive feedback just to say that they appreciate what I do and whatever. Because I've encouraged that in the past. Like, hey, if you're watching, if you're not commenting, whatever, maybe you feel like your voice isn't heard or whatever that is, like, you know, let's chat, let's talk. And it happened, and I was really blown away. Not a lot of people did it. But I am seeing like new people I'd never seen comment before starting to comment, but that one really got me, and I was really happy about that. That was really cool. In addition to that too, it's also tough, I think, to take an audience from one social platform and move them to another. So like you're not going to get someone like your Twitter followers or whatever social media followers are probably not going to usually be more than 10, 20, 30% of what you're following is on your primary platform. And for me, my primary platform is and probably forever will be YouTube. Every now and again when a new social platform pops up, I try to grab a username, Mark Tomer or, you know, Marcanine or something like that. Just so I can have it and have it be a part of my identity and the brand and whatever it is that you want to call this. But like I don't really ask people to like follow me on Instagram or like Twitter because I barely use those to the point where it's like, I don't know. You wouldn't get much out of it, you know, you wouldn't get much out of following me anywhere. Damn it. So I'm just like, I don't really push it. But the one thing that I do push where I am very active, second to YouTube, is the Discord server. And that is like, I don't want to say it's taking off, but like at the time of this recording, we hit like 120 members, which is really cool today. And I wanted to do something special with that. So what I did was I went online and I went to the Halo Combat Evolved fandom. And I looked up things like Killtacular, Running Riot, Rampage, Killing Spree, like those medals that you get from those things from the Halo 2 era, which was like a huge part of my gaming experience. In fact, Halo I have written on my whiteboard over here. I'm going to be playing all the Halo games, at least Bungie's Halo games, 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. I'm not going to do Infinite because that looks like trash, so I'm probably not going to do that. And 4 and 5 I'm on the fence about. But anyway, I went through and I grabbed all the PNGs of those medals, the Halo 2 versions of them, and I decided that I was going to associate them to some of my earliest members in the channel. So I went through and I was looking at like, okay, what was the date that you joined the Marcanine server. And you can even see like, okay, these people joined on Discord on this date in this year, and they joined the Marcanine server of the Discord, like, damn it, last one, on this day in this year or whatever. So there was a lot of me going around and inspecting all 120 members, each one by hand, and taking a look at, okay, what year did you join? That gives me a sort of idea as to when you, like, were you among the first 50, the first 100, first 150, 200, whatever. And so I went through and I granted, I made cosmetic only roles for each of those milestones. So like someone who was like the first 50 like members of the Marcanine Discord server, they got like first 50, first 100, first 150, first 200, and first like 250, and I think like that, as far as I went, 200 or 250. So they got all the medals for all those things. Damn it, we gotta go buy more. And then I actually made like the first 50. I made a private like channel, like text channel for them so they can converse in it, you know, privately. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing. Silver Cave. And so I went through and I gave everybody all those medals based on when they had joined. Why do I feel like, is there, you know what, we're gonna need to, yeah, we're gonna have to go to Johto and fly over here to get the max repels. But I just went through and I just gave everybody stuff, and it was really fun to give everybody all that, and it just seemed like it had a really big impact on the community. I saw a bunch of people engaging in conversations that otherwise, you know, they wouldn't have engaged in. It was fun. So I was trying to push this on the YouTube community tab as well. Like, hey, like, come and join before all the roles are gone, you know, because like I obviously, like, we're at 120 users, so like you can't get the first 100 users anymore. You can't get damn it, let's sell some things. You can't get a first 50 users thing, you know, stuff like that. I'm just gonna sell whatever. I just need the money. I don't really care about this. Have anything else that's like, yeah, I don't really need revives anymore, do I? No, probably not. All right, let's buy these. Nope. Damn it. So I was like, you guys get in there before we hit like 200, 250 users, which will be a while. I know that, but there we go. Is it? Yeah, I think we can go straight down here. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. We need to go. Yeah, I know where we need to go. I have to go back to the Viridian is like the fastest way. I wish that it just let you toggle over and you could like just choose between Johto and Kanto. I don't like that you have to do it like this. That's a little frustrating. Such is life, but it's just it's such an unnecessary thing. But anyway, I gave the 50 roll to people, I gave the 100 roll to people, and then after that, anybody who joined after a certain date, I was like, okay, you're probably in the, you know, after we hit 100, so here's, you know, the 150 roll. And it's just a cool little thing. They have these little emblems next to their names now, and then there's like we've got the Discord thing where it separates the roles out so people can show off their medals and everything. It's really cool. People seem to really like that today, and I was really excited about that because I was like, this seems like a fun idea. I hope people respond well to it, and they did. Ooh, Ponytail looks sharp. So I don't know. I guess I'm bringing it up because like I'm trying to sell it a little bit to you, where it's like, hey, like I spent some time in this. I think it's super cool. Like you might like this, and you know. So if you're interested, give it a shot because I think that's pretty sweet. All right, so nope, not there yet. We're not right at that cutoff of being here. Damn it, Johto. I knew it. I just knew that one space as soon as I turned it was going to do that to me. Why does it look like Reshiring's either pooping or one of his testicles is hanging out? Like, I know it's his tail, but like, let's be real. Come on. This game initially targeted towards kids. They're immediately going to see that. Like, that's his junk right there. Damn it. I don't want to use a repel right here, but... Are we able to fly out? This is a long one, dude. This sucks. Like, I really was hoping that this would be something that I could catch kind of early on in the video, but did not work that way. God damn it. I don't want to be here. Get me to Johto quickly. It's a freaking Ursaring again. Alright, Ponyta. Dude, are you serious right now? Just damage knocked out like that. Okay, can I fly out of here now, please? Sweet. Get me out of here. Alright. Guess we can just go this way. There we go. So anyway, join the Discord. That's what I'm saying. I'm actually going to throw you up to the top because I don't really need the rest of this stuff. I can't believe it's taking this freaking long, dude. Absolutely ridiculous. I do wonder, is there like, am I just doing it wrong? Is like Suicune like in some other part of like the game and I'm just not remembering correctly on how to unlock him? Because like I'm surprised I saw Raikou first because I thought Suicune was the first one that you see, but then I think that might have been just like a crystal thing because there's a storyline involving the beast a little bit more. They corrected quite a few things from Gold and Silver to Crystal. Crystal still has its issues, but it's like they fixed some things, and one of the things was they just made the beasts have a little bit more depth to their presence in the game rather than just being like something you unlock and then you randomly run out and encounter at some point. All right, let's do one more and then I'm going to look online and see if there's just anything else that I missed in order to encounter them. I just feel like we're grinding really hard for this, but like nothing is showing up. And they're level 40, and I think my level 35 Noctowl is like ideal for this, but it's just not showing up here. And I do wonder, I still wonder like, okay, once I step in the grass, how many steps are you required to take before you run into a wild? Okay, hold on, let's take a look at this. I don't know why I did it there, I just wasted all these steps because it's not going to show up here. Okay. Let me take a look online real fast and see if there's anything that I need to know before we continue, because this is going to take forever. All right, well, what I read is, I mean, exactly what I'm doing. It doesn't even seem like it's, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's effective, but at the same time, like, we kind of just have to keep on going. I did read that apparently Mahogany and Ecrotech is, like, the best way to go, and I've heard that from multiple people, but, like, I haven't had any luck there. So it's probably got the best options because there is that each transition from one location to the next does have patch of grass. The problem is though is that it's just there's just too many steps in between and you waste your whatchamacallits, your repels. So I don't know. Sunday la bitch. So I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. And I did clone the Master Ball a handful of times just so I have a few of them that I can use because I'm like grinding for them is one thing. I repeat, I am not gonna just like encounter them, let them roar and escape, and then have me chase after them. That is just not happening. That is nonsense. We are Master Balling these little punks, and that's as far as it'll go for sure. I do wonder though, like as often as I've left and transitioned to another location, I do wonder if like I just haven't searched in the grass long enough and if they've actually been on this route. Because I think part of me I'm feeling like I might just have to do the Mahogany thing. Because like this isn't working and I kind of just want to go someplace else and do it. This is crazy, dude. This is so crazy. I have no idea why. All right, you know what? Let's mix it up. I don't want to do this. This is annoying. Watch, it's like in this patch of grass. We'll just try somewhere else. It doesn't really make a huge difference, but just do this here. I want to make sure that I actually did have a max repel. I'm sure I did. Yeah. It would be nice if it had an on-screen counter to let you know. Yeah, it doesn't show you. Like, even the Savari zone showed you how many steps you had left, you know? This actually is faster because it's basically the same thing I was doing, but you're running into this patch of grass much more closely. So this is probably a bigger saver of time and saver of steps and max repel, but still frustrating. God. Ugh. So over this, dude. I'm so over this. Jesus H. Seriously. Oh my god, this is like the worst thing about these games is these freaking things. Ugh. That's not true. There's a lot of things in this game, in this gen that sucks. Which sucks because like Pokemon Gold is like my favorite Pokemon game of all time, despite its flaws. It's the nostalgia and the sentiment that it has, not the mechanics or anything like that. So don't misunderstand. I like this game for different reasons. I like this game for reasons that I'm not affected by the things that make it crap. The level curve, the availability of like evolutionary stones, items, things like that. The lack of like TMs or elemental moves for certain Pokemon of new elemental types. Like there's just so many things that they fixed later that just made this like a nightmare. Come on. Come on with this. I just wish there was some other way. This just seems like such an inefficient way to do this. I do wonder how many players eventually gave up and were just like, all right, screw it. Or like even the ones that like forgot, you know. But I can't help but feel like I'm doing something wrong just because it's taking a really long time. And I think I got spoiled by Raikou just being the first one that we saw so easily. But Jesus, man. This makes me want to take a nap. I'm so freaking bored. Went for a swim earlier, took in some sun, and I just have like no energy for all this. Plus I haven't eaten in a little while too. That's completely my fault though. I want to cleanse right now, fast, cleanse, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just like, I'm losing my patience with this. Oh my god. Seriously. Imagine doing this, but shiny hunting it. Jesus Christ. That would be the worst possible experience that I could think of. Shiny hunting the legendary beast in Gen 2. Gotta be a nightmare. Because, like, I mean, I don't know. I would have a hard time believing anyone legitimately caught all 3 legendary beasts shiny in Gen 2. I just don't believe it. I just don't think you can. I mean, yeah, I guess from like an actual like statement of fact, you can, but I just don't believe anyone has ever been that lucky or done it. I don't buy it. God, this is just seriously about as fun as watching paint dry. But even then you have like sort of an idea of when it was going to be done and you could like, you know, do whatever you need to do after it's dry. Why did you do this to me? So annoying, man. Losing it. I am losing it. I do wonder though, like, okay, so I have this patch of grass, this patch of grass. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just don't get where there's like another patch of grass from the transitionary standpoint here, you know? It just doesn't make sense. God. Like, you're wasting so many steps. I just don't see it. I don't see the benefit of like leaving this area. Jesus Christ. Come on. I almost want to give up. Like, I don't even know if I want to keep doing this. I thought it was going to be okay because Raikou's was so quick and efficient. But I can't imagine doing this for 2 more videos, dude. This video and then 1 more. Seriously. Seriously. Losing my patience. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Seriously, this was taking way too freaking long. Okay, we're not even gonna, like, okay. Thank God for Master Ball cloning, because I am not dealing with this again. I am so freaking exhausted. I've been at this for so freaking long. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, all right, there we go. Cool. We captured Entei. Great, everybody's happy, because that was starting to, like, ruin my life. Volcano Pokemon. I don't know if I knew that. Volcanoes erupt when it barks. Unable to restrain its extreme power, it races headlong around the land. Nope. All right, cool. Well, there you go. Entei was captured. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Pokemon Gold. I am exhausted. I hate my life. Everything is just... Oh, God, that was too much. Show your love by hitting the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Any feedback for me, leave in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Join the Discord community if you want to chat with me there. Otherwise, just know I appreciate you and your time for how long this took, and I hope to see you when we continue with more of our playthrough of Pokemon Gold. Only a couple episodes left, so anyway, that's it for me. Take care, be well. See you next time.